How tough is the turnaround going from Sunday to Thursday?
Uh, I think it's pretty tough because guys, on both sides, no matter who's playing on Thursday night game, you might be banged up, from weeks ago, and you're still fighting like myself, and it's tough because it's a quick turnaround, and your best friend is days off and extra days, so I think that's a big factor. But I think that's part of the game, I guess.
Do you think is there a mental difficulty to it as well, trying to get yourself where you need to be from a mental standpoint in only 4 days?
I don't know. This is my first Thursday as a receiver, so I'm just gonna take it in stride and just do extra studying. And obviously, you don't have the days of study like you do normally, but we'll see. I'll be able to tell you after the game because it's my first time really as a receiver. So I think I'll be fine though. You should be fine if you study enough.
Are they different at all from when you saw them in the second week of the season?
I think their front seven is very good. They've been getting after the quarterback pretty good, and dominating from that standpoint. And it's really helping their back end, but that's why it's a team sport, And but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to what we do. We control it ultimately. So it's how prepared are we, and how detailed are we in the game, and do we give ourselves a chance to win? And that's really what it comes down to, I think, when you're about to play a game.
What's Eric Weddle doing right this year? Safety.
I don't know. I don't get too detailed into that, but obviously he's helped them. I played against him several years when I played for the Raiders, so he's obviously a great player. He led the league one year in interceptions, and he's still, in the passing game helping out a lot. So I could definitely say that about him.
How do you feel about playing prime time? Would be the only game everybody would be watching in the league. Your first prime time game as wide receiver.
It's another opportunity, you know. Um, it's just another opportunity. It's just when the lights come on, it should be like every game. Obviously we don't play it with the lights on all the time, but it's another game, and we got to bring it. Just how you bring it every game. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited, and I look forward to playing Thursday.
Are you guys a much better offense than you've kind of been showing lately, and where you were able to show in this past game?
I think that a lot of stuff affected that. We lost Cam, our starting center. We were driving down the field. I know everyone was probably like, that's how we start a lot. We start pretty fast, and when we lost Cam, I think that made a big deal. Because some guys weren't getting reps on the right side like they were normally in a week, and it was Cam getting the reps, and then we had to move John to center, and that's how fast we get jacked up. So. I know Cam's mad at himself for getting kicked out, and it kind of messes up the game plan, because then if you can't protect the quarterback, it's hard.
What's your advice to them? I mean, you talk about all the time how heated it gets out there, but so I know it's
Advice to who?
to Cam.
Cam? I don't have no advice. Because at the heat of the moment, at the end of the day, no one knows how you're going to react until you're in another man's shoes. So we can ask Mary, if you were playing, if you got jumped on like Cam, what would you do? She might be feisty. So I don't know. You never know until it happens. So I can't sit here and say he was wrong. I can't sit here and say, obviously it's wrong because you got kicked out and we missed him. But I can't judge another man and give him advice on, what occurred to him. He got hot, and I don't know what it was. Something pressed his button, and whether it was right or wrong, I can't do that to my teammate.
The long ball for you, I mean, it just, for whatever reason, it just kind of hasn't been there that much.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have the arm to do that? And if so, kind of why hasn't it?
This past game, I put the blame on myself, the one in the end zone, because I did have the guy beat, but I rushed the route. in practice we were talking about selling it a little more so the quarterback could have time. And then I think when I got on top of the guy so fast, I had him by about this. I was running pretty hard, fast. And then he kind of short-armed it because he was trying to get it up too quick. So I think stuff like that. And sometimes, it's just not the experience. He might not have the experience because you got the D-line coming at you, and you're trying to hold another guy so you could throw that. So he may have just he pulled the trigger a little short, and stuff like that happens. So that's kind of my fault because I kind of put him in that situation where he had to throw it a little early. But you are right. I mean, we gotta be able to connect deep. We got to be able to scare guys deep. We got guys that can run, myself included. So we do got to make it happen.
Terrelle, all you've done is talk about winning since week one. And the fact that you obviously haven't been able to break through as a team, how do you deal with that person?
How do I do what?
Deal with that person. The fact that you're still winless since late this year.
I think it's tough because like I told you guys before, like week 3, 4, 5, whatever. It's like every week you come in, you want to give that urgency and give that the thought of we have a chance to win, but it's like we're not winning. But at the same time, you still have to have that focus because like anything, no matter what, if you don't believe, no one else is gonna believe. So I think. Even walking to the Dallas game, I said, "You're ready for an upset." I was joking with my friend, like, man, maybe I should stop saying that stuff. Maybe I'm jinxing this, man, or something. But I just know how hard my teammates work and myself, and at some point, we got to put it together, put a full game together, and come to play. And it could be this week, short week, both teams. So it's going to come down to details, and who's detailed and who takes care of the ball, who makes the plays when they're there. And I believe we always have a chance. We just got to come ready to play, and be detailed as possible and play together. And we all have to believe, too. That's number one thing. And I always believe we have a chance, though.
Time for 2 more guys.
Des Bryant, I don't know if you saw it, Des said he feels like you've shocked the world and he's amazed at the transition that you've been able to make. Did you see that? And if so, what does that mean coming from you?
Yeah, it was great words, for him to say, he's an elite receiver, and putting me inside, a class with him, that's spectacular. Anytime, you play the game to make plays like guys like him, and it's I can't really say enough because I had a lot of great things to say about him before the game, and I always will. And I think he's a phenomenal player, and for him to say something like that about me, it's just it's a blessing. It really is. And but I'm gonna continue to keep on working hard and bettering myself, and hopefully that that helps the team be better, and that's something I'm looking forward to.
Did he say anything to you, before the game, after the game, or anything like that?
We didn't have a time to chat, but I was. When I came out, it was a little late, so I think he wasn't outside, and then our warm-up, so I really don't want to talk and be friends with anybody right then and there. So, and obviously I didn't talk to anybody after the game. I ran in the tunnel, so I'll catch him though. I catch him every year in the off season. We'll chat.